Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy TKO Barber, and welcome to my channel. Hey man, if this is your first time here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. That way you stay up to date with all the dope content that I'm gonna be dropping for y'all. But hey man, for today's video, I got some straight fire for y'all, man. I'm gonna be doing a James Harden type Mohawk on the side, you know, something real saucy, something light. And I will be using enhancements on this cut, man. I'm gonna show y'all the right way to do it and make it still look good. Oh yeah, before we go, as y'all can see, man, I'm taking this YouTube stuff extremely serious. I done went ahead and upgraded my whole camera setup. So if y'all can, man, just go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it looks. Does it look too good? Does it look bad? Hey, I need to know so I can keep pumping out this high quality content for y'all, man. Before we get going, you already know the deal, man. Make sure you subscribe and spam that like button for me. All right, let's get to work. Alright y'all, so we already know the first step of any cut, you want to go ahead and brush that hair down to make a nice clean canvas. So I want this to be a burst mohawk, so I'm just going in with my wall balding clipper, going up about 1 inch and making that rainbow shape around his ear.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now I want to do something a little different for this cut, so instead of just coming behind with my lever open and making that next guideline, I'm just going to start with my lever closed and just flick at that bottom line and just go ahead and blend that all together all the way up until lever open. Right now for me it just saves time, so this is just something I've been working on, something I've been trying to perfect. So yeah, I'm just, starting flicking at that line with the lever closed, and every step I go up, I just open that lever a little bit more. Now you want to make sure that you just, you're just flicking up, just finessing that lever. You don't want to make any more harsh guidelines because it's just going to make more time for you to come behind and take that out. Now I'm going to come behind with my number 1 guard open, and I'm just going up about 1/2 inch, making that next guideline, and I'm going in that same rainbow shape around the head, making sure I keep everything, nice and consistent all the way throughout the fade.
Purchase your tracks today.
So now I'm coming behind with my 1/2 guard, and we're gonna blend into that that 1 guard open. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just starting with the lever closed and I'm just flicking at that line. And as I go up into the blend, I'm opening my lever. And like I always say in my other videos, man, it is very important. Well, not very, it just helps you out if you use that corner. That corner, it helps you fine tune exactly what dark spots you want to hit and bring that whole blend together. Hey, I know my camera going crazy right now, but hey, y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna get it together. So now I'm gonna take my 1.5 guard, and I'm just starting with the lever closed, and I'm flicking up, opening that lever as I get higher into that parietal ridge area. That's all I'm trying to do. Bring this whole fade together on the side and just blend it, blend it with the top of his head. So now we're gonna come behind with our number 1 open, and I'm just using that corner to go ahead and make for a better transition, into that 1.5 guard. Now the same thing right here. I'm just taking the corner with my lever open, and I'm just going down into that area between that 1/2 guard and that 1 guard open. I'm just flicking at that line, trying to bring this whole thing together, make for the perfect blend. This is an extremely important step that that will allow you to separate yourself from the rest of these barbers out here, 100%. So right here, I'm just gonna come behind with my, my 1/2 guard. I'm starting with the lever open, and once again, I'm just going in, doing a little detail work, cleaning up any dark spots that I may see. And while we at it over here, I'm gonna go ahead and start blending in this beard. So same thing over here. We're gonna start this blend off using that wall balding clipper, making our first guideline, going in about 1 inch. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up so that we can go ahead and get through the side at the exact same steps. Hey man, I strongly advise you newer barbers, just go ahead and start trying to do this, man. Instead of making that next guideline using your lever open, just start blending straight into that all the way up to your lever open. I know it's kind of hard to understand, but you see exactly what I'm doing, man. It saves you a whole step, makes the whole process faster. While we got a minute, man, I just want to go ahead and take the time out, to thank the 360 Jeezys, the Chris Bossios, the Get Beam. Hey, man, y'all boys inspired me and motivated me to go ahead and start my own channel. I did that. My quality wasn't the best. I've been watching y'all videos, so yeah, man, I'm doing whatever I can to make sure my stuff is on par with y'all. Big salute to y'all, man. So yeah, once again, just using that corner of that blade, just flicking into that, that 1.5 area. I don't know how many times I got to say it, but it's extremely important to use that corner, man. Or else, you mess around and push your fade up and just make more work for yourself. Oh yeah, and another thing, man, like I was talking to the younger barber in the shop, man. He basically had trouble or was scared to go into this bulk area right here on the parietal ridge. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get that blend. If you go in and, you take off a little too much, just come in with the next guard higher and blend it all in together. Or you can learn the clipper over comb technique, and be able to fine tune that bulk area exactly how you want it. I'm going to have a video coming on that soon, don't worry. Once again, I'm just coming behind with my lever open, just going behind and softening up that line, left behind the 1 guard open and the 1/2 guard. Using the corners, of course. Now I'm just back to my 1/2 guard, doing a little detail work to bring this whole thing together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start applying some hair fibers. Now this client, he doesn't really need them, but he does like to have that nice crispy dark lineup, and I do put a little bit on his beard as well. Now I'm just holding the nozzle about 8 inches away from his head, and I'm just lightly spraying at an angle, just to make sure I don't make it too dark and have him out here looking fake. We don't need that in these streets at all, nope. So now I'm gonna hit him with some holding spray and come behind with the blow dryer, just to make sure everything stays in the same place that I put it. Now we're gonna go ahead and start attacking this lineup. Now, as always, my rule of thumb, I start in the middle of his head, right in the middle of his nose, and I look at whatever side naturally sits higher, and that's the side I start attacking first. Now with this client, his hairline is pretty even on both sides, so I just pick the side to start on. So now I'm gonna start connecting the C curve with the sideburn of his beard. So basically you just want to start with the point A and the point B and basically just bring it together in the middle. Basically just using the corner of my blade as a pencil, to bring those two sides together. So he likes to bring the inside of his beard straight across. So I'm just making a nice crispy line and I'm boxing out the sides. You always want to make sure you give him a nice crisp line back here. It just makes that beard pop a whole lot more, man. And back here, we're not going to box it out or round it off. We're just going to bring these lines straight down. So now I'm just gonna meet that other side in the middle of the lineup and just bring both sides together while still trying not to push them back. And I have my Gold Effects trimmer, set pretty close, pretty sharp. So, I'm just tapping that head, not really dragging the clipper across the skin, just tap and go. Hey, as y'all can see, man, this thing came together super clean, man. I had to, take a second, step back and give myself a pat on the back, man. I did a great job, if I say so myself. So right here, I'm gonna take my Andis Slimline Pro Li, and I'm gonna go ahead and line up that mustache. Now I prefer using these over the, over the Babyliss skeleton trimmer, because those are pretty sharp, man. Too sharp to be using on somebody's lips. So yeah, I just, these are my go-to for this. Now we gotta clean up this neck area. I be seeing some of y'all barbers, man. Y'all so quick to post y'all pictures on Instagram. Y'all don't even want to take care of my man's neck area back here. Y'all go ahead and take the extra second, man, and do what y'all gotta do. Alright, YouTube, so that's the cut. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And down in the comment section, man, let me know how I did on this burst Mohawk. I really want to hear your opinions. But hey, I hope y'all new year gets off to a great start, and I'll see y'all next week. I'm out of here.